Kia ora. My name is Jisu Kim from UCO. In this presentation, I will briefly summarize two observation activity I completed. The tendering process with Macmillan Lockwood Construction and the building consent process with the Palmersuno City Council and Manawatu District Council. Those two observations helped me understand both the contractor's perspective and the regulatory perspective in New Zealand construction. I will begin with the tendering process, followed by the building consent process, and then share the key takeaway I gained. What was observed for the first observation? I joined the Macmillan Lockwood Construction during their tendering process for the Pacifica Community Center project in Palmerston North. This included a formal tender site visit followed by an estimating and quantity take-off demonstration back at their office. During the site visit, civil construction companies gathered for a briefing by the Palmerston City Council. The council explained the project scope, such as partial demolition, new facility construction, access limitation, and structure constellation. We then walked through the buildings to inspect demolition area, existing material, and hazard, and contractor discussed the service lines, temporary access, and safety issues. This part of the observation helped me understand how important accurate site information is before preparing a tender. Back at Macmillan Lockwood office, the commercial manager presented their measuring file used for quantity takeoff. He explained how drawing are read, how items are measured, and how demolition and new building components are priced. Seeing this process in action showed me how tender pricing is developed through drawing specification and on-site conditions. The experience showed me the importance of consistent information for the tender and how site visits to reduce pricing error and improve risk management. How contractor plan assess demolition and squeezings. And last, how estimating team break down drawing and prepare tender rates. This observation strongly connected to the course paper of tendering and estimation, construction, site safety, and contract administration. What was observed for the second observation? I spent 2 days with the building team at Palmerston City Council and Manawatu District Council in fielding. One day covered the building consent inspection, and the second day focused on building compliance inspection. In this presentation, I will focus on the building consent process, which was the main learning objective. In the morning session, I learned about the full consent workflow. Application first go through to vetting, where officers check if our document, such as plan, specification, and reports, are complete. I realized how critical this vetting step is because it prevents delay later in the process. After vetting, the officer reviewed the document for compliance with the New Zealand Building Code, such as structure fire, moisture, and safety. In the afternoon, I visited several live construction sites with inspector. I observed the flaming inspection, pre-line inspection, final building checked, and overall safety reviews. Inspector checked the workmanship, fixing detail, structural element, and internal service. I also observed how inspector communicated with the homeowner, builders to explain consent requirement clearly. Through this observation, I learned how consent officer ensure construction meet building code standard, the importance of documentation consistency and accuracy, how inspection verified that work matched the approved consent, and how communication is essential between inspector, builders, and client. These experiences strengthened my understanding of construction legislation, building technology, safety, and documentation. Overall, these two observations gave me a complete perspective of a construction process, from the contractor side during tendering to the council side during consent checking and inspection. I gained a deeper appreciation for accurate drawings, proper documentation, and strong communication and thorough site assessment. This experience strongly connected my classroom learning with real-world construction practice, and they will help guide my future development in the industry. I would like to sincerely thank Macmillan Lockwood Construction, the Palmasonos City Council and the Manado District Council for giving me this opportunity to observe your process. Thank you very much.